Okay, so there is this film called Chubby Funny. So Chubby Funny is a little sort of small feature written and directed by Harry Michel, who also stars. The Internet Movie Database says writers Harry Michel and Harry Michel. Harry Michel is, you'll recognise the name from Roger Michel. So there's a kind of door-opening pedigree. So the story is two aspiring actors begin the film by moving into a flat together. One is chiselled of jaw and has leading man potential.
Like yourself?
The other is described by their agent, played by Alice Lowe, as you're not leading man, you're chubby funny. So it's, you're going to get you're the quirky. So she actually says at one point, like, your friend, he's got a relationship and it's not going well, he's got a problem, he comes and speaks to you and you cheer him up because you're chubby funny. So that's the title of the film. So they're friends, although they do share a bed in a kind of Morecambe and Wise way, although perhaps there is something more going on. There's talk about spooning, warming each other up by spooning in bed. And our central character has a friend who he insists is not a girlfriend, but she kind of is, but he treats her rather badly because he is essentially becoming more and more self-obsessed, and his relationship with his flatmate is becoming more and more strained as success comes to his flatmate and not to him. His flatmate ends up, doing stuff which is acclaimed. He ends up being shouted at whilst making an advert for a chocolate bar. The people in the film can be very irritating. However, they do seem to be real, and the depiction of the way in which it's possible to share a flat with somebody with whom you're very good friends and then fall out has moments in it that that ring true. And it's those sort of moments of getting a particular nuance of a scene right, of getting a particular nuance of a petulant hissy fit, of getting a particular just the particular tone of a conversation that is around, well, you did this, yes, but you didn't clear up. Well, what, those kind of discussions that you can only have at a certain point in your life whilst sharing a flat with somebody and watching the shared living space tearing a relationship apart. Actually did ring true. There are hints in the background of Withnell and I, because again, that's a similar thing, which you've got these two people, both of whom are actors. One of the characters is moving on towards greater thing, while the other one, played fantastically by Richard E. Grant, is just spectacularly crabby and embittered.
Who else?
Who else could have done that as well? And this is not in the same league as Withnell and I, but then again, very few things are. It's like you never wrote anything as good as Catch-22. Very few people did. So, as I said, it is possible to lose patience with the character. Just like at one point somebody says, just grow up. And you think, yes, I have been thinking that for a while. But there is a truthfulness in their irritatingness that is rather well captured.